Good evening, guys. As you all well know, I'm Wisdom Tutor, and this is the part two of where I stop in scalar and vector quantities. So we move on to vector addition. First of all, what is resultant vector? Resultant vector is a single vector which will have the same effect in magnitude and direction as well as the original vector acting together. Suppose two vectors P and Q of 5 Newton and 12 Newton are added in the same direction, the result will be P plus Q, which is 4 plus 12, and it will be 16. But if they are added in opposite direction, that is in different direction, you subtract it, which will be 12 minus 4. Method of adding vectors are parallelogram method and triangular method. The parallelogram method has the same formula with the triangular method, which states r square equals to p square plus q square minus 2pq sine theta. Example one, an object is acted upon by two forces of 5 Newton and 12 Newton. Calculate the resultant of the two forces if A acts at an angle of 40 degree, B acts at an angle of 90 degree or perpendicular to each other, D the force acts on an angle of 180. So starting from A, we will draw our parallelogram first. Drawing our parallelogram, we have something like this. Here is our resultant, here is our theta, here is also our theta, and here is alpha, here is p, and here is q. So we have this to be our parallelogram. Let us bring out the given information here. P is equals to 5, q is equals to 12, theta is equals to 40 degree, and what we are looking for here, resultant, is unknown. Since this is what we're working with, we go like this. Write out the formula: r square equals to p square plus q square minus 2pq sine theta. We are given 40 degree to work with, and if you remove this part, you know that this is remaining a triangle, and the sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So what will you add to 40 to give us 180? So here will be 140, because 140 plus 40 will give us 180, and our P is 5, our Q is 12, R is not given, distance, this arrow is alpha, but let us call it distance, it is not also, let us call it direction, it is not also given. So we have r square equals to p square is 5 square plus 12 square minus 2 open bracket 5 close bracket open bracket 12 close bracket sine 40. We are to work with this and not this one. So we have r square equals to 5 square is 25 plus 12 square is 144 minus 2 times 5 will give us minus 10. Minus 10 times 12 will give us minus 120 open bracket. Sine 40 is, that is sine 40, okay, minus 0.7660. So we go again. R equals to 25 plus 144 is 169 plus minus times minus is the plus. That is why we have plus here. 120 times 0.7660 will give us 91.92. So when you add it together, you'll be having arrow equals to square root of 206.92. You'll be having arrow equals to 206.92. Then here we have arrow equals to the square root of 200, then we have 16.15 as our resultant. But be mindful of it, this is a vector and a vector has direction. We have only solved for result and we have not solved for our direction. So now we'll solve for direction. Go like this. Like I said, when we want to solve for direction, you pick out a triangle. Now I've picked out a triangle and I drew it. So yes, 140. Resultant is now known to be 16.15. Our alpha not yet known. Here is 12. Here is 12. And here is 5. So this is what we now have. Now we use this trigonometrical ratios formula to solve, which is SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA, we are having sine A all over A equals to sine B all over B equals to sine C all over C. So, and our sine is opposite all over hypotenuse. Opposite all over hypotenuse. The capital A will go here, the small a will go here, the capital B will go here, the small b will go here. Opposite all over hypotenuse. This is the opposite to this hypotenuse. The longest side in a triangle is hypotenuse. So this is the opposite to this hypotenuse. Opposite all over hypotenuse. We have 140. We have sine 140 degree all over 16.15 equals to sine alpha all over 5. We have something like this now. We have established an equation. So we cross multiply. So we have 5 sine 40 equals to sine alpha 16.15. We divide by the coefficient of sine alpha, which is 16.15. 16.15. Here cancel here. So now we have sine alpha equals to 5 sine 40 all over 16.15. So sine alpha equals to 5 sine 40 all over 16.15. So 5 sine 40 all over 16.15 will give us 0.199. 0.199. So now we'll collect like terms. Alpha equals to shift. Remember, when anything crosses the equal to sign, it gains a negative sign. Alpha equals to shift sign 0.199. So alpha equals to shift sign 0.199 will give us 11.5 degree. I'm not yet following my TikTok page. I urge you to go and follow my TikTok page and like my video.